Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Check it out. Today we are doing a versus comparison for the Osmo Action Cam 4 from DJI right here on the left. And I wanted to compare it to the other new bad boy on the market, which is the GoPro Hero 12 Black. A lot of people are wondering how they compare. DJI is mainly known as a drone manufacturer, as you guys might know, a drone company. This is kind of new on the market here. Did a pretty thorough review on this guy. Before we get ahead of ourselves, this is definitely going to be a non-biased review as always. And I just want to see how these two compare. I'm going to be going to the beach in Hawaii. I just went on vacation to visit family, and I got some beach footage and I wanted to show you guys. But as you can see guys, this is the setup here. Basically clamped them onto the wood side by side. Anyway, this is going to be fun. A few notes before we get out there and start testing. A couple of things I do like and I don't like before we watch the video. Number one, the door on the GoPro Hero 12, it seems like it's really hard to open. Leave this mount on whenever you want and then just quickly attach it and clip it on. And as long as those two latches are clicked, this thing is not coming off. Versus the GoPro, all it has is kind of these two things that flip down, and that gives you your mounting. So you're gonna have to unscrew this every time, which takes a lot longer than the Action 4. Something that's a little bit better on the GoPro Hero 12, the screen is a tad bit bigger. So on the Action 4, we've got a little bit smaller screen, but as you can see, that footprint is just a little bit smaller and more compact for putting it in your pocket or whatever you want. I will have the Action 4 from DJI on the left side and the GoPro on the right side. I'm going to try to do some side-by-side video with these two guys, and you can see each camera. I'll have them labeled so you know which is which while you're watching the video. And remember, I have them both mounted on the double mount, so they're at the same angle, same direction, and they're mounted on a hard surface. So they're both going to be tested very fairly and equivalently on this mounting bracket I have here. Okay guys, well let's get started with the video comparison. I'm going to be talking about certain things during the video I see in the comparison between the two cameras. And as you can see, the horizon steady mode is excellent. Noticing on the right, the GoPro Hero Black, as we go in the water, it's a little bit washed out underwater. On the left, the Osmo Action Cam keeps the water nice and blue. Also did some testing underwater, doing kind of grabbing a shell, doing close up into the sun and away from the sun. Sort of field of view, focusing on it. As you know, action cams are infinite focus, so this is a good test on sun facing and sun away from the camera on how good it kind of focuses in on objects. Running stabilization was excellent on both. I saw no issues whatsoever. They looked about the same. I was kind of like running in the water and just jamming them in the water, and they both did very well dealing with the shock of the water. Coming out and self-clearing their lens of water droplets was pretty good. Pretty much the same on both. Their abilities to deal with fast motion, especially in 30 frames per second, was excellent. I didn't really see any fragmenting or garbling. Colors on both really popped. What you'll notice is in the Action Cam 4 on the left, you'll see the clouds are a bit more defined, so it has a little bit more contrast in its normal mode. Standard, it seems. And on the right, the GoPro Hero 12 Black is just a little bit brighter. They both dealt with the sun just about the same when the sun was kind of refracting in the lens. Very similar. Looked like the Osmo Action 4 handled it a little bit better, so you didn't get that lens glare quite as much. Keep in mind there are no ND filters on either of these cameras. These are just the way the cameras come without any special lenses or filters on them at all. This is just the plain Jane lens itself. Probably the most interesting test was the hard shaking test here. It seemed like when I was looking at the screens, the Action 4 cam did better, but in actually looking at the video, you can see here, the Hero 12 Black does better. Anyway guys, really hope that was informative for you. I will have both products, depending on which one you like better. You can go ahead and purchase them from right in this video, down below, down the description. I also have a products link to this video that will probably be popping up somewhere on the edges here. So you can go ahead and check for yourself the pricing. Really have had no issues except for the first generation of the DJI Action 4. I remember that it had an issue with the door closing, but it seems like they have completely fixed that. I remember on the Action 1, when you would close it, you really had to push the door hard to get a click, and sometimes it wouldn't click. Some people were saying water was getting in on the first generation, but this is the fourth generation, and it honestly looks like they have really come a long way, and they're passing the GoPro brand on the quality of their action cameras. These guys have a lot of experience with drones, incorporating that camera technology and really perfecting it in an action cam. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.